Hey YouTube fans, this is Verdiel Coleman III bringing you another episode of The Road to the Doctorate. One of the biggest issues, one of the biggest questions I've been asked so far in the past 5 years of teaching and the 2 years of my master's program that I had was, Verdi, how do you do all of this stuff that you do and still manage to find time for extra stuff and just make sure that your stuff is done on time? Well, it's no big secret. All it is just time management. And honestly, that's what undergrad is all about. Undergrad teaches you time management. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, I went to the University of West Alabama for my undergrad, my master's, and currently I am in there for my doctoral degree in rural education with a concentration in teaching and learning. And so I wanted to give a piece of advice to upcoming seniors, current seniors, undergrad students, and possibly even master's candidates. And I definitely want to give the advice to my fellow doctoral students that are out there, whether you're in the program with me or you're in another program elsewhere. Time management is key. And there are three main things that I do personally to make sure that I effectively use time management to my advantage. The first thing that I do is I map out everything that I have. I map out all my responsibilities. So just to give you a rundown of what I do, I teach. That's the main thing. I teach 5 days a week. In that teaching, I'm a tech coordinator. I work with the CIP team. I am a spearheading member for the ACT prep for the juniors. I also am in the process of being an EO coordinator in training. I'm not sure how all that is working out at the moment, but I know that plan is coming to fruition. Also, I work part-time with the robotics team, 21st Century, and Bama Kids. The last two pieces are organizations that are outside of the school but still involve my students. And then finally, I am a therapist in the school. Not officially, but you get the idea. For those of you that are in education, you know exactly what that means. So teaching comes within all of that. Not to mention, I have to put in grades. I have to make sure everything is up to date, up to code, make sure the lesson plans are good to go, so on and so on. Make sure my lessons are actually ready to go. Then I work on the side. I help people with their literature. I help people with their papers. I try to make sure that they have a good background, a good foundation to their paper, so they don't go out there looking crazy, or they don't go out there looking ignorant because of something that they truly did not know or understand. Not to mention, I live alone. I have to manage an entire apartment by myself, and that is much harder than I thought it would be. I have to have a personal life, incorporate my video games, because I'm a big video game person. Since I don't go out and party, I don't do all that. I go to different events that I'm responsible for, and I just came back out of retirement 2 months ago to perform poetry. So that's a lot on my plate as it is. I haven't even begun to describe some of the other things that I have, but those are all my responsibilities that I'm going to tell you so far. You need to map them out. The second thing you need to do is, when it comes to your schoolwork, ask your professors, can a piece of work be done ahead of time? And 9 times out of 10, I know in education, they say yes. They load up the modules for you, and all you have to do is just make sure the stuff is turned in before the due date. And education professors are pretty flexible about that. Many professors in other different disciplines are flexible about that as well, but I can only speak without a doubt that education professors are the GOAT when it comes to giving us the ability to do our modules ahead of time, because they understand exactly where we are right now. They know that we are full-time teachers and professional workers. Also, when you get the green light to be able to do it, go ahead and do it, because you will find that if you wait to do it at the last minute, or you try to do everything else, then try to do the work, you'll find out that the work is way more taxing than you encountered. And then you're going to get left wondering, oh my God, how am I going to be able to do it before 11:59? So remember, so far, map out your responsibilities. 2, see if you can do your work early. The reason why you want to do your work early is because you'll be able to have more free time to be able to do your other responsibilities. Little fun story here. I'm not the GOAT at managing a house. I'm just I'm like second, third place for a guy. Sometimes when I'm doing my work, all I'm concerned is my work. Most days, books and papers will be piled everywhere, and I would basically forget to do a lot of the necessities around the house. And my friends made a joke about it, saying, "Man, you need a woman to live with you, man." No, I don't. I just gotta discipline this. And so finally, I sat down and I was like, you know what? Let me just breathe. And everything started to come to me in a singular line, just like that. All that I needed to do, when I needed to do it, blase, blase. The most important thing about time management, by the way, coming to number 3, sleep. Sleep is the most important piece of your time management, because if you do not sleep, if you do not get your rest, your body will make you go to sleep, whether it will be showing you that you're really tired, or you get sick, or you begin to stress, which leads to getting sick. I should know this because I have gotten sick in some situations where I know my immunity system is like top notch. And so if you keep those 3 things in mind, you should be able to have a successful collegiate career, even as an adult, while you're out working, taking care of family, taking care of home, taking care of your side jobs. And most of all, it'll be worth it. That's what I want people to see. I want you to know that it's worth taking the time to map out everything that you need to map out, because at the end of the day, he who has a plan has a chance to succeed. He who has a vision will guarantee his success. I don't know who quoted that, but if I can meet them, I will shake their hand, because it has been my guiding force. Besides the word of God, they have been my guiding force ever since I have started this journey. So with that being said, I hope that this little tidbit will give you an idea as to what to do with your path from now on. If you have questions, concerns, or have testimonies for me, you can find me on all my social media. We can chop it up, and God bless.